YouTube is the most popular site on the internet, and I think it's one of the best sites ever created. The fact that you can post almost everything on YouTube without breaking rules is really inspiring and cool. However, YouTube isn't perfect, of course, because of the lawsuits YouTube had to face in the past, like Viacom, which sued YouTube for $1 billion, but failed because YouTube added this horrible YouTube content ID, which we all know it's the worst thing ever created. I'm not gonna talk about the entire YouTube's history, but however, something recent happened. While I was checking my YouTube studio, I got a notification that I have to do something in settings, so I checked it out, and apparently, I had to choose these 3 options. Number 1, my channel is a kid channel. Number 2, my channel is an adult channel. Number 3, I don't fucking know. But here's the problem, I'm somewhere in between, and YouTube doesn't have that option. Why didn't you add for all ages? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I just had to accept, and I choose the second option, which was my content is only for adults. Now I took a closer look at the text up here, and it said COPPA. When I searched it, I saw that YouTube was actually sued for $170 million, and that it was stealing data from kids.
I think I made a puppy.
Analogy that I think of is the expression about shooting fish in a barrel. YouTube is the barrel and the content creators are the fish. There will be consequences for content creators. We have a variety of tools at our disposal to cull through those 23 million channels and in an expeditious way. So when we talk about aggressiveness, we are typically talking about civil penalties. Not only can we sue Google and YouTube for compliance with COPPA, but also individual channel owners and content creators.
Yep, you heard that right. FTC will actually sue channels for $42,000 if the COPPA law has been broken. And no, I'm not talking about 42K, I'm talking about 42K per video. This is scary. And why do you need more money? You already got 170 million. You even claimed that that was the most money you've ever gotten.
I need more money.
And besides that, have you ever heard of strikes on YouTube? You can just do that instead, or block a video. And thirdly, can you just tell parents to become better, because they don't really do a good job at treating kids. Because of these kids, they are going to go all over YouTube. Nobody's gonna stop them, not even YouTube Kids. This is why this law has been established on YouTube. Well, I mean, not yet. It's gonna take effect at 1st January 2020. And also you can also respond on their website, but the deadline is in the 9th December. You can leave your message how COPPA is actually pretty aggressive with YouTube, which honestly is. I'll put the link in the description below. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you why this COPPA system is so stupid. The only way you can get the lawsuit is number 1, claiming your videos are for kids but actually is for adults, and number 2, claiming your videos for adults but actually for kids. However, YouTube said that they have our back. But what do you mean by that, Henry? What are they gonna do? Well, I'm gonna tell you what they did.
Back in September, we shared the steps we're taking to address a recent settlement with the US Federal Trade Commission that will help creators comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, known as COPPA, and other applicable laws. In order to help you comply with the law, we're now required to ask you to mark all of your videos as made for kids or not. In addition to this setting, we'll use machine learning systems.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like all automated systems, it's not perfect.
Oh no. Please, no. Well, you see, FTC already said that they're gonna sue YouTube, or at least us, as content creators. But why? Well, at the beginning of this video, I've mentioned that YouTube was actually making money off those personal ads. If you do not know what personal ads is, it's basically this.
What's the matter?
My lord, he wants to divorce.
She is not happy anymore. Nobody wants her.
Nobody wants. Nobody wants.
Or even this.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? every night.
Anyway, we can all agree that these ads are actually disgusting, and YouTube was making profit out of them because there were so many of these ads. The kids actually watched the ads and YouTube made money of it. I actually agree that YouTube should be fined for 170 million, but why the fuck should we pay 42k for each time we do a mistake if the video is for kids or for adults? There should be an option for all ages. People like Mr. Beast or PewDiePie are doing it for all ages. PewDiePie's Minecraft episodes. I do enjoy the series, and I'm 16 years old, and I bet others watch too. Same with Mr. Beast with his $10k challenges. There are a lot of YouTubers who do their content for all ages. Anyway, remember those 2 reasons back there where FTC can sue you? Well, there is actually a third reason. If you, for example, make a cartoon or animation, FTC will think that this is actually for kids, but in the video itself it's actually for adults. So if kids come to your channel, you're gonna pay the fucking lawsuit, which is unfair. There should be a system where FTC actually strikes your video about this, and YouTube should make a option about all ages. This is why this is a problem, and I think it's YouTube's fault. They barely give a shit to everyone, and I'm gonna give you more examples. When I gained 1k subscribers, I was supposed to be reviewed for monetization. YouTube told everyone, not only me but everyone, that people should wait for 1 month to be reviewed. But guess what? I waited 4 months for this bullshit. Another thing is that they added the stupid sub count for every single channel. It caused sites like Social Blade to be actually less informative and more useless. COPPA isn't actually the issue. It's actually a good thing. But the fact that they don't know anything about YouTube is actually pretty scary, and that's why they want people to pay 42k per video if the COPPA law has been actually broken. And while we try to fight for it, YouTube doesn't do anything. Even on Twitter, they don't say anything about it. Only in the video, they only say about COPPA and that's it. Nowhere else. YouTube said, oh, it's up to you, I'm sorry. I've already paid the fine of 170 million. How about you pay 42k, you little shit? Not 42k, but 42k per video to the FTC. I forgot to mention some few things about FTC. In the COPPA law, these are the things that actually attract children, and I don't think they're accurate. How is fun, cool, whatever, done games for kids? Adults even say that. And also, how is the music and video games a kid thing? I understand that this law has been established in '98 and never updated since, but it has to be updated because this is really ridiculous. There's also another FTC thing about all ages. You're allowed to make content for all ages, but YouTube didn't seem to actually read the entire law, so they only put for kids and for adults, which is really unfair. I think YouTube is hiding something from us, like they want us to actually pay for the fucking lawsuit. You might panic about this, but I'm gonna tell you, don't worry, alright? If you want to have YouTube as it was before, or have a COPPA law more fair for us, head over in the description and write your message what you have to say about FTC and the new law about YouTube. The deadline is at the 9th December and the changes are gonna be held in 1st January 2020. If nothing happens after 9th December, then you should probably fucking panic. So this is why I'm telling you, now or never. You have a chance to say something, and your opinion matters. You can also sign a petition about this. This will also be linked in the description below. Anyway, this is one of the best videos I've ever made and one of the most important ones on the channel. I don't really do these kind of channels, but since this is really serious for the YouTube community, this has to be discussed. So a while ago, I made a poll about if people are scared about COPPA. I've made 4 choices for people to choose. The first option is yes, we're doomed. If you choose that option, you're being too scared. For the second option, I think that's the best option, to be honest, and I'm glad that most people actually choose that. The third option is basically no, we're fine, and I think that it's the people who don't want to be involved in the COPPA thing. And the fourth one is the worst one, which is I don't care, I'm not a creator, and why should I care about the issue? It's simply not my problem. If you choose that, you don't care about any YouTuber whatsoever. You don't give a damn shit. You don't give a damn shit about $42k laws or lawsuits. The reason I'm putting this in the video is because I wanted to hear anyone's opinion about this. I want to thank Alpine and the Glorious Tank for actually helping me out in the video, for giving me information that I probably wouldn't actually put in the video itself. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.